What the fuck?
It's like croutons in a soup.
Don't turn down any opportunity, whether it's a camp, a clinic, because you never know literally who's watching.
Make your own decision and stick with them and know they're the right decisions, right? And even if they aren't right, don't regret them.
He didn't know creatine existed. So you got some creatine? He's like, oh, yeah. Lift heavyweight.
Shipped across the border. I shipped across the border.
Shipped across the border, man.
Welcome back to Shipped Across the Border. All right, what up, y'all? Welcome back to Shipped Across the Border. My name's Max, and I definitely am still here with Chris. And today we got on the man, the myth, the legend, ISO Donel. We still have to get Ray on the pod too. But one of the four freshmen for the program this year. And yeah, he got a lot of stories to tell. He's got a little bit of a sideline view of what's going on now because he's been hurt. And we're gonna learn about what's freshman like. His freshman year is like. Similar story to me. I didn't play at all freshman year, and I was hurt. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, Chris too. But specifically me because he's hurt now, and I was hurt for a large majority of it too. So I got a lot of my learnings and lessons were from the sidelines. And so I'm curious to hear kind of his input on some things. So what's going on, Donel? Thank you for coming on the pod.
What up?
Shout out ISO D, bro. Why did he give you the name ISO D? I want to know.
He's giving me the name of ISO D because like during the first week here, right, or something like that, they're organized like runs, like basketball runs, and he's basically saying every time I got the ball, I literally go into just getting a bucket.
Bro, every time he got the ball, he was trying to ISO, bro. Like he was trying to get island work.
Did it go well?
Yeah, it went well. I was attacking mainly like the bigs and stuff. I didn't like
Trying to kill Sam.
Bro, so first possession of runs, like literally first possession, he caught a big dunk in transition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then so I guess some shit happened with your shoulder or something.
No. It was my ankle. At
Your
the
ankle?
Time.
You rolled his ankle.
Yeah.
And he came back, and after that, he was just like, he's on go mode. He's trying to get buckets, bro. And I remember there was this one time where I think my team just lost. I was sitting off, and he may have been just gotten hurt. The rules ankle, whatever. He's like, bro, I'm never guarding Sam ever again, bro. He's like, he's too strong, bro. You don't know how he's too strong. He's too big, bro. He's wild card.
That was like a wake up call. Like I need to get in the gym because like you're playing against like guys in high school that like you don't even gotta like really lift to play. So like if you're playing against someone who's like been putting work for like 3+ years, and mind you, he's not getting that much playing time. So he's like constantly in the gym, getting bigger, stronger, or whatever. So it's like you're just going up against that. It's like your body's taking that.
Yeah,
damage.
Sam's also just ridiculously athletic
like,
as a human being.
Ridiculous.
So he has, I think, probably more strength and athleticism than a handful of NBA players.
Yeah.
You actually believe that?
Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
he has
like,
a 40-inch vertical at 6'6", and can deadlift 550 pounds.
It's like
so 600
raw-
pounds.
it's
On,
like
on
raw
trap
strength.
bar, let's relax.
Bro, I guarantee you a lot of the guys in the league can't. At his height, at
I would
6.
be skeptical of you in terms of strength. Maybe athleticism, probably definitely athleticism, but like
Bro,
strength.
league average vertical is like 32 or whatever.
But I just don't. The strength, I just can't agree with that.
Dude, you've never seen him lift, bro. Bro, every single damn vein in his entire fucking body, throughout his whole arms
means
and fucking
absolutely
neck
nothing
is
to me.
just bulging, lifting up that trap
means
bar.
absolutely nothing to me.
Or he just has crazy genetics.
Bro, he's a freak, bro.
He's definitely a freak.
Yeah.
You guys look, you have beef, like not like beef, but like at the beginning of the season, you guys are going at each other.
Me and Sam?
I remember after one of the runs, you guys were sitting down in the calf, and he was like, "Yo, in ones, I would absolutely kill you." You guys are going back and forth.
The beef was settled.
It's settled?
It's settled.
You guys play ones for
Yeah,
it?
we play ones. I just attacked his top foot, and I just
You won?
Yeah, I won.
That's fair.
Shout out, bro. I'm definitely gonna let Sam hear about that. I didn't know he won.
I didn't even know that happened. You guys had beef. You guys played ones for it.
We didn't really have beef. It was like more like a competitiveness. Or he's still trying to say, "Oh, I'll just take you to the paint," but I was like, "No, I'm not gonna allow that." You know what I'm saying? So it's
I would very much be interested to hear Sam's
Sam's
perspective.
side.
What was the score?
Huh?
What was the
Bro, I
score?
won by like 3, but it was like definitely 11 and like 8 or something.
It's a close game.
Yeah, you played to 11, but it's like
Bro, Sam's become a good one-on-one player too. Like he
Yeah,
can
I
hit a
wouldn't-
little like fade now, a little
Yeah.
pull up. He's been. I'd actually,
top of the key. He got the top of the key jumper. If he's like set and everything,
Yeah.
he could hit it.
There's gonna be a lot of ones after the season.
a lot of ones. We're doing a next chapter, Shipped Across the Border. Like,
I said we should do that. We'll run like just full ones on everybody.
who do you think is gonna win a ones? Chris or Dunlap? They're playing
He's
ones.
never seen me move.
No, Chris is nice.
Chris, I have to see you hoop first. I can't just say.
Okay, Chris moves like a stronger and like more shifty, more like twitchy version of how Dan moves. Dan's just way lankier and taller.
But if Dunlap just takes you to the post,
That's why there's a better chance that Dunlap 11-0s Chris than Chris 11-0s Dunlap.
So I was going Dunlap.
But if I had 11-0 Dunlap, it's going to be an embarrassing.
But Chris could get buckets, bro. Chris could get buckets.
It's not. I promise you, it's not going to be 11-0.
I know. I did completely agree. I think you're gonna win. But I'm saying that if it goes south, it's more likely to go south.
I'm leaving him open. Like
He can shoot a little bit in the gym.
I'm fully leaving him open. We were messing around in Burks the one day, and I was editing the podcast, and I came down, and he was just shooting around, and like we just like fake. I have slides on, he has slides on, whatever. I left him open like 5 times in a row. He missed it, so he's going to miss, and I'm going to get the ball, and some things are going to happen.
We'll see, bro. But I'm interested to hear your perspective on how freshman year is going, because dude, freshman year is fucking. It's something, all right. Like, yeah, Chris and I both. Did not. Chris didn't even wear a jersey one time on the bench.
Yeah, you're lucky that you even get to have a jersey, bro. I was fully suited up, like just track pants, track
like
everything.
Jack Lowe right now, but
I
no
wasn't
boot.
injured.
But
I
no
wasn't
boot.
injured.
You wasn't.
I wasn't injured.
And
there was no chance I was ever touching the floor.
I sat on the bench with a jersey on, but like we were down 30. I was not getting in, no matter what.
That's brutal,
bro. But honestly, at the time it wasn't, bro. At the time I was like, bro, I didn't want to play, bro. I'm too scared, bro. Like I knew that like I gotta get better. I know how practice is. Like, I'm not competing in practice as if like. That would warrant playing time, and I was just focused on getting better, but I was terrified to get into the game, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to hear how your freshman years go. Obviously, it's a little bit different because, you're injured now, so we'll get to that in a minute. But, yeah.
Yeah, I want to know, what were, like, did you have expectations coming into this?
Yeah, I had expectations of, like, just, like, playing, But over time, I got to see, like, because, like, in my, like, so I'm more, like, I play, like, kind of, like, the 4 or 5 spots right here. So it's like you have JB, you have everybody, and like JB kind of plays similar to how I play, but he's like an inch or 2 taller, more. So it's all I was just like comparing that, but it's like me, I always like work hard and everything. So in practice, I'm trying to work hard. I'll play these guys, so coaches thing, but they were also doing things right too and not messing up. So it's like it just shows you at a spot like, damn, you really have to like show like first of all, head to practice, right? And also have like a certain type of edge to it that also put you above these guys. So that's the mentality I had going into it. Of course, I didn't play like the first couple games, but every time I got in, say that game against the Hornets, whatever, I got in, it was like a spark, just like, you got to go in and get a bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Be super aggressive.
Yeah, but also knowing me after I scored, my attitude kind of kept me out of the game because I got a tough bucket, kind of yelled in the guy's face. Coach didn't like that because it's not the culture that basketball players are supposed to bring.
So you're learning more like, as well as physical, also like mental, and like how to channel the emotions in the proper way type thing. Yeah, that's a big thing too, bro.
Dude, it's so under the radar for anyone listening to this in high school, and I wouldn't know this either, is that like you think, oh, he's coming in, he's 6'5", he's athletic as shit, he can hoop, so he's going to get 40 minutes a game. It's just not a fact. Like you could be all of those things, but you could have terrible grades, you could not know the plays, you could just not be that basketball smart, like all of these things, and it will hurt you, and it will stunt your playing time aggressively if you don't have those things in order.
I think the freshman year is just like, it's like learning that. It's learning like where are my strengths, where are my weaknesses, and how can I best kind of build the best foundation, right?
Yeah.
And also I think the thing with JB too is like, and first of all, he's also going through learning processes as well, and he was on the pod as well, just talking about that. But like coming from Texas is also like you just play in a different type of competition because there's so many people there. It's such a densely populated area as opposed to like you're from more Eastern Mass, right? So it's different than playing in Western Mass. But I mean, like the competition in Texas is like you're playing big guys. You're playing because just the sport quality is higher there. They love like sports over there,
especially football.
Yeah, and then I mean, the center position's also. It's tough too because like there's realistically one on the court per. So we had like 5 or 6 guys who can play the 5, but there's only one on the court at a time. There could be, I guess, minimum of 2, maximum of 4 guards or guard wings or whatever it is. So competing for that 5 spot is definitely a challenge. And also when you were moved to the 4, I think that also helped you a little bit because you could be on the perimeter.
I could be on perimeter. I could get used to attacking. Because at first, I was kind of skeptical about playing the 4 spot because, one, I was already getting comfortable doing like the 5 things. So coach seen me, he was like, oh, you kind of have ball handling skills. So we're trying to move you up to the 4. And I was like, so now I have to relearn certain stuff about the plays. Kind of made it harder, but at the end of the day, it's just opening up the floor more for me. So I was like, I'll just take it. For sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, like you got to go wherever, like your niche is. You got to like find kind of like your niche and like what you can add that no one else can add, or what you can do at a high level. And I think when you went to the 4, like especially not only did it open up reps for you in practice, because it wasn't like Ray then Donel, like you're each getting 33% of the reps, and you move to the 4 and you get 50% of the reps.
Exactly.
And so
who's the other 4? Is it JB technically or no?
We more just have like 2 guards, 2 wings, and a big. So like I mean their lineups, so like technically I would like play the 4, but it's just
So he's like a
wing.
hybrid wing technically.
Yeah, he's just like a wing, more like a wing player. But like I guess RJ would be a 4, JB would be a 4.
Yeah.
RJ, JB, JC or Dan at some points, depending.
I don't know who's the 4 between JC and Dan. Is it JC?
It's Dan.
It's Dan. Dan's the 4.
Yeah, just because he can rebound well.
Yeah, and JC has some wiggle to him on the perimeter. Yeah. So usually, but it just depends on like the situation. Like it really just depends. Most of those guys are pretty versatile. They're pretty lengthy. They have some good variety of skills. What were some struggles you think? Maybe at the beginning of the year. Obviously, you haven't been playing for the last little bit because of injury.
Yeah.
But like from the beginning of the year when we were practicing for like 20 days straight.
Yeah, I think one of my struggles, bro, was like really my maturity when it comes to basketball. Think about it. You're like, the season's about to start, right? You're going to practices, putting like absolutely like reps in, trying to show coach that. And then when game time comes, you don't have the opportunity to showcase that. But like coach is doing whatever he has to do to win. You know, you have to gain that trust. So it was just like kind of that part on my side that it's like, damn, I can't really be too emotional about this because he's also doing his job, you know? So I just seen it from that type of side. It helped me understand, like, I just have to cheer on for my teammates, hope that, like, just be, like, in tune into the game, and that just helps our chances of winning if I just pick up my teammates too.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely go sideways. Like, you don't want to be the freshman in the bench who's hanging your head, towel, not clapping for your teammates and stuff. And, like, that could very easily happen if you're not seeing the playing time that you think you deserve.
Yeah.
You're dragging the entire team down.
Yeah, I mean, it really takes, like, a level of maturity to be able to kind of, like... Because obviously, like, not playing sucks. Yeah. I've been in positions where I'm not playing. Chris has, in the most respectful way possible, only been in a position at a college level where he wasn't playing. And obviously, you were experiencing that at the beginning of the year when you were healthy. And obviously, you're going to practice every day. You're working hard, and it's frustrating. So you have to be able to like step outside of yourself, kind of thing. And like, what can I do now that's like best to the team? 'Cause at the end of the day, like no one cares if you could have 20 or not play at all. If we win we as a group.
Yeah, exactly.
And it really feels like that. Like when you win, like the bus is awesome. Exactly. The locker room's awesome. Like we
bus
really
rides, I can't stand silent bus rides.
It has to be a silent bus ride when you lose, bro.
Yeah,
but we've had more loud bus rides than silent bus rides this year.
Yeah.
And bro, last year we won 1 road game. We had like 18 silent bus rides, bro. This year it's like, bro, I'll never take a loud bus ride for granted, bro, because
you really get to see like the way they be like talking about all these years losing. You really get to see like, oh, I'm part of a change now. So
like how the appreciation of
you like to be on the upside of the wave, not buried underneath it, watching everybody just sort of sulk.
Yeah. Bro, it's like but I'm back to what I was saying before. You need to like have this level of maturity to be able to step outside of yourself and be like, how can I what's the best thing I can do to help the team right now? A thing that I did, like, because listen, I was also, I got a DNP this year, second game of the season. I've been in times where I haven't been playing a ton, and I was like, I'm going to try and bring the waters into the huddle every single time. I'm going to be the person to start the defense chant. Because at the end of the day, I want to do whatever. If I can just do one thing that can help boost the team 1%, like that's 1% that gets us closer to having that W, having that long bus ride home. I'm curious, like, if there was a specific like practice drill or something that was particularly challenging for you adjusting from high school to college. An example for me, and Chris can definitely attest to this. When I got to college, the hardest thing ever was trying to enter the ball into the post. Like it's something
sucks.
Like it's something that's so simple, but like the defense with ball pressure, with court spacing, with guys like. Obviously, you don't want to give up the ball into the post because they have good positioning. So you're sometimes fronting it, 3/4ing it, or guys are like pulling the chair or reaching behind. Hey, bro, it was so hard for me. I would just turn it over. I would just turn it over every single time, and that was like a huge adjustment thing. Realizing like things that I thought were easy, when you get to that level up, are like become exponentially harder. And it's like I thought I could do that with my sleep, but like I can't even do that. And you have to relearn how to do very simple things.
Yeah, I think one drill that really like changed my mind on how I view like post work and stuff like that was like, how like, first of all, how to like actually like seal somebody, those type of drills. Also like the footwork that post players gotta have. Not a lot of. That's why the post is so valuable in basketball till this day, because like it's like not many people know how to guard the post, and it's like it's hard to find a really really good post player, especially like in D3, whatever.
Yeah.
There's like a really really good one that has good touch and everything is really hard, but like also like just knowing how to like just like guard the seal, guard the post, just footwork, all that stuff was really like kind of challenging to me, because like I'm a freshman playing the post, so like those guys are like more, they're stronger than
They
me.
just have hundreds of more reps.
Just
than you.
100 or more reps than me. They're like just more. They're so physical too. Like Adam, I couldn't move him.
Yeah,
Not surprised.
and he's like 6'2", 6'3" in on his best day in shoes, but like he's built like a brick shithouse.
Literally,
Like don't matter that you're 6'5",
he's
6'6".
the type of guy that lifts before practice.
Every time.
Every single
You're doing
day.
that since high school.
Every day. And bro, and he has such good post footwork, such good post positioning that it makes him, even at a 6'3", big, like he's effective, or he can guard the post. Like he was walling up and guarding the guy on MCLA yesterday who was like 6'6", but also like the 7-footer on Brown.
Yeah,
They look he be getting away with some sneaky bullshit on Adam though. They like throw him to the ground. The refs just don't give him the call for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They just let him beat up Adam. I don't know why that is.
Because Adam be fighting his ass off. I can't even lie. Adam be fighting his ass off. Adam's tough as nails.
It's like if you really watch the games, now that I'm injured and I'm like actually focused and seeing everything, like
a wrestling
it's
match.
like war, literally.
Bro.
Like
He comes out with a crazy scratch every game or
Bro,
something.
yeah,
Probably enjoys it too.
Bro, he's tough as nails, bro. Adam's tough as nails. Is there anything you kind of picked up or at least changed your perspective since you've been on the sidelines from it? Actually, first of all, let's talk about the injury and kind of talk about the position that, or you could talk about the whole, like how this year went for you up until you got hurt and everything, kind of give the audience a little bit of a background on kind of where you're at in your process.
So the built up of like how I got hurt, or at the start of the year, how it just things went.
Yeah, just started the year, how things were. You came from high school, so obviously you're a true freshman.
Yeah.
And then what you thought was kind of going to happen, and then kind of how it was going for you when before you were hurt, and then what happened when you got hurt. What's the plan?
So coming into Elms, I was really excited. It's like like y'all said, it's like a whole new team. You guys are excited about actually having more size this year and more players and being a younger team in general. I think y'all found that healthy for you guys. So I was excited on like the opportunity. Obviously, if you're playing like open runs and everything, it's like that's part of the game, but it's not everything, because open runs is not structured. That's what. So going to the season, I was really more thinking of how I was going to be useful to the team in a way that would contribute to winning. So that's how I went about it. And honestly, through practices, I just learned more on how like to fit into like a more like systematic type of play. I mean, I did that also in high school. I had a lot of plays in high school, so it's not something that's completely brand new to me. So I just had to adjust and everything. And I feel like I was adjusting up until obviously I got hurt and everything. I had a good game. So I was like, coach, seeing this type of stuff I could do. And if you get hurt, you're like, it's like a bummer, You want to keep that like momentum going. So
Yeah, I could definitely say like you were definitely climbing that uphill trajectory before you got hurt. What ended up happening? It's shoulder, right?
yeah, it's shoulder injury. So that shoulder injury is something I had throughout, like, it started my senior year of high school. So
What is the actual medical injury? Like torn ligaments or?
it's I have a torn labrum shoulder. So every time it like pops out or something, the labrum tear gets a little bit bigger. But yeah, throughout high school it wasn't as serious. But like college is like different. You're playing more games. It's not you really have to take care of your body. So it's like you're playing more games. It was putting a lot of stress. So yeah, so that's basically the injury. But it's nothing to be bummed out about. Obviously, I have to just look ahead, be positive, and come back stronger.
Are you rehabbing it or does it need surgery?
It needs surgery.
It needs full surgery.
Yeah, full surgery now. It's happened so many times, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan of when you're going to get that?
Yeah, so during break, I'm obviously seeing my doctor. I have an appointment with him the 16th. So, yeah, if he's obviously gonna say knee surgery. It's not something I'm like surprised about. So when I get surgery, obviously rehab it, do PT, exercises, and come back stronger for next year or whatever.
Yeah, I've never had to deal with a serious injury, so I can't really relate to the timelines or anything like that or what that feels like. But you would know.
Yeah, so I have the summer before my freshman year, I fractured my shin. So, I like fractured my tibia, and it was rough. It's like not castable thing.
Yeah.
So I had to be on crutches for 3 months, which is like,
Non-castable.
bro, talk about a humbling experience. Like needing friends to like carry my plate at the cafeteria.
Oh,
And like I couldn't do anything, dude. I could not do anything, and it was so humbling. And then I definitely rushed myself back too. I definitely like right when I got cleared to like practice non-contact, I started practicing full contact, and so like my first possession,
Bro, it was Bambi on ice.
bro. Carolina numbers.
Yeah.
We did Carolina numbers, and I was going for the 3-on-2, and I fell on my face. Like the first possession running down the court, bro. It was the first time I've ran in 3 months. I just fell on my
Full
face.
speed college basketball practice, full contact, and it wasn't the first practice or the first week where they're kind
Did you
of.
last the whole practice?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I thugged it out, bro. But like realistically, I wish I like did some more like ease myself in.
Yeah, ease yourself.
Like realistically, I probably shouldn't have came back until after Thanksgiving, but I wanted to be available for the first game so badly. Even though, like looking back, like what the fuck was I doing? There was no way I was gonna play. There was no chance I was gonna play. But at the time, I thought that I would have been able to, and I just came back like so far behind in terms of like where I thought I would be, even with my ability after. And yeah, that was super frustrating. But I mean, the biggest thing I can say is like, especially as a freshman who is dealing with injuries, like don't rush yourself back, right? Because you're going to take an injury redshirt this year, probably.
That's
So you still
You're gonna
have
use it. Do you think you're gonna end up using it?
if I plan on having a master's.
So you have it, right?
Yeah, I have it.
So there's no point to rush yourself back. It's like so because I feel like I rushed myself back way too early, so it's like I probably put myself at risk for getting hurt again. And I'm fortunate that I didn't get hurt again, but I also I have like knee issues still that linger from that. Like I wear a knee sleeve that you know what I'm talking about.
Do you think those would be gone if you would have waited an extra 3 months ish, however long that was?
This is about to sound ridiculous. Bro, I started to try to dunk like before they cleared me. I was like, right when I started to, I got that brace, I'm like, bro, I'm starting to dunk.
He was tweaking. Even when he was fully not cleared, he was on the sidelines.
You trying
and
to know
stuff.
a crazy thing though? I seen Max catch like a little. He jumped off to a yammed it.
People don't believe.
I mean, I was like, Max could dunk this whole time.
Every year you see the new freshmen, the new transfers come in, they're like, yo, there's no way this little white Jewish kid can dunk. And then first you see the warm ups, he goes up, and they're all like, yo,
I was like, yo.
So he actually asked me, he's like, yo, you ever dunked before? And I was like, nah, bro. And he was like, really, bro? I feel like every hooper should be able to dunk. I'm like, I don't know, bro. And then I did tell somebody, I was like, yo, this year, bro, I'm gonna make go to one of the freshmen or new guys who've never seen me dunk. I'm like, yo, I'll bet you right now $100 I could dunk. They obviously would take that, not seeing me jump ever.
Yeah.
But I didn't end up doing it. But I could dunk pretty
You
easily.
would have definitely got me.
Yeah. I could dunk pretty easily.
Most people
Yeah.
But before I got hurt, I could
Just,
He had some videos.
I could throw off the
they're pretty
glass and
impressive.
dunk it, low keel reverse.
But before he was cleared, he was full tweaking. Like I have a video on my phone of he would shoot 100, 200 free throws a day. Even when he couldn't run, jump, do anything, he still had to be in the gym. He was so antsy to just get back into the basketball. He couldn't sit on the sidelines.
If I could go back, I would chill the fuck out a little bit.
because
Bro, it was. I just came back so rough. I just looked like an idiot, and I was made myself susceptible to be hurt again. I dealt with so much. My knee swelled up during the year as well. My goal is I want to play. Yeah. So I thought that if I come back earlier, I'd be able to play. But realistically, if I took probably another month, I would have been in a way better position to be able to contribute to the team because I would have been fully healthy, been fully acclimated, and adjusted myself to the speed as opposed to going right back in just being thrown into the fire. And so, if my advice to another freshman who is injured right now would definitely be to go by the book and do whatever Nick says, whatever your doctor says,
Yeah.
and like really take your time because especially the freshman, like there, and you have another year. Like there's no rush. Like your time is gonna come. You got to make sure that you're ready to seize that opportunity, and your body is in the place where it needs to be in order for that to happen.
So what do you have? I mean, this might be early to ask this because it is only December, but what does your off-season plan look like, or at least some vague ideas of what you want to work on?
Okay, my off-season plan is just obviously be more like a threat outside.
My fault.
You know, because like obviously if my main game is like getting the ball and attacking and probably a kick out or taking it to the or whatever. But this offseason, if I have an open shot or something, just take the jumper, be more like of a threat, always catching the ball straight ahead at the basket, you know, being more, and also just like studying obviously the plays too, just knowing the system more. If I know a lot of things, then I would do right things on the court. Just being an all-around player basically is my goal during the offseason. Also have goals of just becoming a better defender too. Knowing how to guard basically like the 2 through the 5. Basically, I want to be more useful.
Yeah, it's an underrated skill. That was the one. Talk about the one area where I couldn't figure it out freshman year was defensively, being in help, having to help off sidelines and then scramble and get back to your play. I couldn't figure it out. We would do this thing called shell drill.
Shell drill.
Where we would, everyone knows what shell drill if you've been in college basketball. It was like 4 players, swing, 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 all that stuff. They had to pull me out of the drill so many times because they were like, yo, what are you doing?
Bro, and if you just like fucked up so many, like because we went to a different school freshman year, and then school shut down. So then I came to Elms, and Chris decided he wasn't going to play basketball anymore before that. But he came to Elms with me, continued the podcast, and
Got fat.
Yeah, just kept lifting and stuff. But at Madai, like if you like, you know, how coach would be like, "Hey, you guys fucked up, like get off." Like if you did that enough times at Madai, he'd be like, "Just go run," and you would just go run up and down the sideline until he was ready to bring you back into the drill.
Or there was a point in the year where he would get a sandbag and you would have to push this 40-pound sandbag. 60-pound sandbag?
Yeah, I did it one time.
60-pound sandbag up and down until he told you to stop.
Oh,
dude, it was crazy.
yeah, obviously, like if you mess up a lot in practice, like don't get obviously like should like study the plays on your own time, but don't get bummed out of it. Think about it from the coach's side too. Also, he has like a strict plan for practicing a certain amount of time to doing each drill. If you're messing up, you're not gonna like slow down the timing of practice. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta take it up the chin. You know, don't get too emotional.
It's tough. It's just over and over and over and
move
over
on.
again.
Just like also like you don't have to just jump into the drill. You know, you could just watch until you actually know your spot's doing, and then go in the drill. Don't be in a rush.
Yeah, the worst thing is if you've been sitting on the sidelines and you're the third group to come in and you still fuck it up. That is the worst.
It adds even more pressure.
It makes it so much worse.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know what you're doing, obviously you have to get reps, but also watch the people in front of you to make sure that you know what you're doing.
I think freshman year is all about like
it's more mental than actually your skill work, because the skill is going to be there, but if you're not actually thinking while you're playing, then it slows you down.
Freshman year is just like a huge humbling experience. A huge humbling experience. Like you go from being one of the top dogs in high school, one of the best players on your team in the area, maybe even in the state, and you end up playing college basketball, which is like a super amazing gift in itself. But now you're like completely reset the totem pole. It's like imagine you're playing varsity basketball in high school as a freshman. But honestly, the age difference could be more. Like when I was a freshman, I was probably 19. You were 19 as a freshman. You're 19 right now, right? So you're actually. It's different because I'm the oldest person on the team right now, and I'm 22.
Yeah.
But when I was a freshman, the oldest person on the team was like 26. Even last year.
College just shows you that, like, wow. And plus now, like, there's so many, like, rules added, extra years players get back. So it's like
redshirt year, injury year.
You could literally be, like, a 26-year-old on the court.
Bro,
you know?
I was, like, the 6th oldest person on the team last year. As a redshirt junior.
That's
the
crazy.
6th oldest. Now I'm the oldest because we have a very young team. But yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like there are guys who like Jake Madura. You guys don't even know Jake. Shout out Jake if he listens to this podcast. Bro, he like has a crazy story. We've had him on the podcast. He had a crazy story. He didn't go to college right away. He ended up like being a freshman at 25. He had
D1 offers coming out of high school, but there was some financial stuff, and he had to end up going help his mom get a job, go right into the workforce. But he was a 25-year-old freshman, and when we got here, he was 27.
Something like that, yeah, bro.
Whoa.
And he was like me. like very similar, but he's like 6'4".
6'4".
Like it was
Also scored like 1,500 points in high school.
yeah, like he went to Chicopee High right down the street. Like he's a legend. Like Adam Starlin, used to be like Jake's #1 fan. Like he used to like go to camps and like got autographs from Jake. He was like
And then he was his teammate.
and he was his teammate here. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Can you
bro.
imagine Adam going up to someone? Yo, let me get an autograph.
Dude, he went during the Brown game. Didn't he get an autograph?
No. He wanted to meet Adrian though, because there's a Canadian guy on Brown who I was talking to that we have some mutual friends, and so Adam's a big like basketball fan. So he's like, yo, I want to meet him as well. So I introduced him. But yeah, freshman year is, bro, that shit is humbling, bro. You go from being like to the absolute lowest on the totem pole, and then it's about like, I mean, it's different for everybody. Like for example, like one of my best friends, Amadai, ended up like starting some games and like getting like all conference rookie team or whatever. Like he was super big contributor. He's probably gonna score 1,000 points this year. Mm-hmm. Like you have guys like that. Like you have guys like a JB who are just like super gifted, naturally talented, and you're gonna start some games as a freshman. But like that's such an anomaly. And yeah, it's just about learning and growing and really like taking ownership of the process and like just because I remember as a freshman like, and honestly I think that one of the reasons why I've been able to see some sort of success in college basketball was because as a freshman like I learned very quickly to just focus on my own path and on my process, and I've been able to carry that with me throughout these last 4 years and like continue to build on top of a foundation. What do you got, Chris?
I was gonna say, what do you do outside of basketball?
Doing outside of basketball, I really like I'm more into like stocks now. So
now we're talking so much.
We've talked a little bit of stocks before at the table.
Yeah, I just started. So don't ask me no. I'm not really advancing that, but more how to like just like buy and do like day trading, basically type of things. So
like day trading or like like buying and selling within.
So I already bought a couple like stocks or made them invested, but more I'm like if you buy and sell like on like a dips and stuff like that.
That's okay. Yeah.
So you're very short-term investments.
Very, very like short-term investments, trying to flip stuff. I didn't like buy a lot of stocks to be doing it, because if I bought a lot of stock, then it's like if I made a bad like trade or something, drop. You see, so I'm like just a little bit of money into it.
Yeah.
But I'm into that. I'm really big into music. That's all I do. I always have my AirPods.
Dude,
you
can't even call those AirPods, bro.
Why? What are they called?
Wired head. It's like the old headphones that come with the iPhone 6, bro.
I've never understood people like you. I see so many of them with the full wired.
He's trying to be vintage,
We
bro.
have wireless headphones. I have some that are $20. They were $20. There's no excuse.
Yo, I only have them because I dropped my AirPods, right?
Okay.
And they broke. So only one works. You feel me? One.
So you decided to just put wires
So I
above them and call her
so I
out?
was just like, why am I just gonna use one AirPod? I was just like, let's chuck it. Like, and I also hate AirPods so much because every time I wake up in the morning, I always like lose them.
But you sleep with AirPods in?
So I used to.
So you sleep with wired headphones on?
just-
I don't
Speed
sleep with
running
wireless
earpiece.
headphones though. I have a speaker.
But you sleep.
What do you put on the speaker?
Huh?
You put music on the speaker while you're sleeping? Or is it like binaural beats, ocean sounds?
Sometimes I'll just
Yeah,
accidentally.
but he be listening to Gunna.
Sometimes I'll just accidentally fall asleep while
the
it's
music's
playing.
playing.
But like usually, if I sleep to it, I have a very like broad variety like of music taste. Like it's very broad.
You're
so
very neat.
But there's lyrics in these
There's
songs.
lyrics. In
Oh, so you're falling asleep to music, not sound.
Sometimes it's like I don't know. Sometimes it's music. Sometimes a house. I guess.
So like Drake.
Sometimes Drake. I
Some
could sleep
lo-fi-
through.
some
If I'm
lo-fi
comfortable, I could sleep throughout anything. Basically,
Some lo-fi beats.
Lo-fi
in the background.
beats.
Really? So when you were rooming with Jamie at the beginning of the year,
yeah. Oh yeah, he hated me sometimes. Bro, I
'Cause
sleep to like
You just hate silence.
Yeah, to Baby Smooth. One time it was just Jamie only speaking. He had to like turn it off.
That would make me quite angry. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but Jamie's also the same way. He falls asleep to like literal like politics like sounds. Like, he'll be on a TikTok live and he'll fall asleep to like people talking about like the Trump stuff. I'll just be like, Jamie, I'll like go over there, grab his phone, literally turn it off. Like
that's funny, dude. Bro, we went into Jamie's room a couple days ago to ask him that debate question I asked you at the beginning of the podcast. We're not going to get into that for the third time on this podcast, but bro, in his bed was like 2 speakers, 4 bottles of water, bro.
He was slumped, do-rag on, just out of it.
Yeah.
That shit was mad funny, bro. What was that like? Was that the first time you had a roommate?
Yeah.
You had a roommate for 1 month. What was that like?
It really brings you, like, obviously, like, Elms is not really the biggest college, so it brought, like, that college experience, because no other college is going to have you just dorm by yourself. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like that's why I'm more comfortable at Elms. It's like I'm used to just, like, being in my own space. So it's like, if I have the option to have my own room, who wouldn't? Like,
Of
That
course.
was just because Rose was so empty, you could just move your shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, our,
So I was
floor,
like-
our side of the floor is like got a couple spares. So,
So I was like, I'll still see Jamie practice and everything. I can still go in his door. So I was
You
like,
can stay away from
You ever
him and his politics.
you ever miss having a roommate though? Like, so my first 2 years, I had a roommate. Chris was my roommate sophomore year, so our first year
Yeah.
here. And like, bro, sometimes I'd be like last year we lived at least in the same building.
yeah.
So I was able to like just walk into his room randomly.
Yeah.
This year, bro, we live in completely separate buildings. So I gotta like put my jacket on, my boots on, go through the damn cold just to like, bro, I miss sometimes having a roommate.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of miss it, but like he's literally like we're basically like neighbors now. So I still see him. I could still go in his dorm.
Yeah, you lucked out with Jamie. You should have met his first year roommate. That was a trip.
Bro, imagine like,
Imagine if you shrunk JB down and then made him only drink, the only liquid that he would consume was pop, 1 liter pop bottles. All he would eat was brownies.
he's like JB in Psychosis, bro.
Yo,
And he had no, I'll probably leave that one.
We can't. No,
you can't
no.
even talk about him
Yeah,
because
you-
the things he would say were
Or
so
do.
offside, so offside, and just him as a person being was almost offensive. Just him existing was offensive. Bro, his
He's our
entire
teammate, bro. He's our teammate.
Yo.
he would say anything to anyone at any time. If it was on his mind, it was coming out.
it's just basically
24/7.
intrusive
Zero
thoughts,
filter.
20,
No, he didn't have intrusive thoughts.
He
They
was a
were
walking intrusive thought.
Yeah, bro. He didn't have intrusive thoughts. They were just
acted on it.
Yeah.
yeah, bro. That shit did not. Yeah.
Yo,
It was honestly like if you watched humans regress back from having consciousness and just to act out the things they
low-key,
feel.
That's the thing about college, though. If like think about it, like you're a freshman coming in, you have so much freedom. Your parents aren't watching you. Nobody that you know really watch. So it's like people just move different, you know.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's another thing that is a big adjustment freshman year. is
Yeah.
You go from having all this rules to having like so
maybe
much
you
freedom.
guys.
Yeah, you're different. Chris is a stray cat at his house. But
I had no rules.
However,
no rules to even less rules, which makes
families who live in urban areas ish.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
I actually think I might have got more rules when I got to college.
Yeah.
Which is so annoying. I got here and I was like, yo, why do you guys make us do stuff? I have to go to class? Like, what is this shit? Like, there was too many rules. It was annoying.
but I say the regular urbanized, civilized family now. Bro, you get like, you got your parents telling you got to do this. You don't have like you want to go hang out with your boys. Like you go hang out with your boys. You don't need anyone's like approval to do anything. Like you're kind of just like your own person.
Yeah.
If you want to be a DJ, you can be a DJ, man.
Like I had a pretty decent. So I went to prep school for 2 years. Like at the end of my high school experience. So I had a little bit more freedom, but we also like we had a curfew. Like we couldn't like leave the dorm past like 11 or 12, and we had to sign out if we were going off campus. And like we had to go to class because if not, they would call our house parent, and they would like our house parents started checking with our real parents at home, and there was all these different types of rules and stuff. And then you get to college, and like it's just complete. All those are like lifted. It's like the borders, and they're just lifted, and it's just like just roam free. And a lot of people can get caught up in that. Like you don't have to go to class.
Did you kind of get like caught up in that a little bit? I gotta see some wild side of Max.
So
or something, because I
is
feel like
none.
Max is
There
a
is
goody
none.
goody. Never.
You want to find out? There is none. There's
Freshman-
no wild side.
I mean, I'm 21. Freshman year, we drank and smoked a lot. Like at our school, there was
fair-
less rules, even less rules at our
Yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, you went from like heavily ruled to like the least amount of rules in a college possible.
Yeah, there was like no rules at that school. Like there's a reason why I shut down. Like there was no rules there.
anything goes.
So like we like partied a lot, like every single weekend, pretty much. I'm trying to think what else, but like I did get like, I mean, I'm not like always been a very studious guy,
Yeah.
so like I did get like
What, you got a C minus?
go to B minus, which is like what?
That was you rebelling? Was getting a B
No,
minus?
I'm saying I didn't go to class at all, and I I mean, we can say all this stuff now. I guess it doesn't really matter. There was one final where like none of us knew what we were doing. We all just like copied off of Ryan Murs, or we went back and forth and shit. But we didn't realize that.
Is that Patrico?
Yeah, we didn't realize that we all didn't have the same test. So
You got a 0?
I got like a really like 15 or something like that, like really bad because I wasn't locked in. I didn't study. I didn't care. I knew that this professor wasn't specifically like the most difficult thing, and so we were like going back and forth. He was looking at my thing. I was looking at his thing, and I guess looked at more of his thing than he looked at my thing because I did horrific on that. And I ended up redoing it and doing well. I don't remember what I told him to be able to redo it. I don't even think he cared, to be honest with you. Yeah. But like,
he used to show up with a Mountain Dew, 15 minutes late, stroll in, start talking about fucking what's happening in China, and just let us go 30 minutes early. That was his entire class.
I'm trying to think there were definitely like times where I was took a little bit of the freedom, took advantage of the freedom. I'm trying to think so we used to lift at 6 a.m. In the preseason, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and there would be some times where like we stayed up till like 4:30, and then
doing what?
Me and Chris were just talking or other stuff, and
non-PG stuff,
and then we would go to lift the next morning at 6 a.m. And
to be fair, we never missed one. I missed one. I was 30 minutes late to a lift, and the result of that was verbal abuse. So I never missed it ever again. But like other than that, I don't think anyone else ever missed a lift.
We were like soldiers, bro. Freshman year, like our coach was like extremely stern.
We're 30 minutes late. You're getting waterboarded immediately.
Not actually, but like it felt like it.
I would have rather got waterboarded at times.
We were on a very tight ship, but yeah, I'm trying to think what else like crazy shit that you
didn't rebel, bro. If you to answer your question,
rebel is crazy. I didn't rebel, but like I definitely.
Did you get sucked in by the
experience,
chaotic wave of college by having a B-? No, he did not. There was not.
But I've always like because I had an experience of living by myself already for 2 years, of going to prep school, of kind of handling my business with less rules than a household, but definitely more rules than like you would have at a college. But it was a good intermediary that I learned how to act, how to behave, and how to handle my business, and how to be productive.
If that wouldn't have happened, you would have been a D-Gen?
Yeah.
Really?
More of a D-Gen.
Really?
More of a D-Gen, yeah.
Yeah.
His brakes are too strong. His brakes before anything happens are way too strong. Like the point where it's like, yo, we should have some fun. He'll be like, right on the edge of what I would consider fun. He just stops every single time.
But he also has no like
my brake. I know how to take my brakes off and just let the wheels go loose and fly down the hill at 100 miles an hour and then right into a wall.
I'm too. What do you call it?
He'll get to the point where it's like the brakes are getting a little bit loose and things are starting to happen. Everyone's having fun, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to bed. All right, man, cool. See you later. And then the real
I got too many. Bro, I got too much to do. Bro, I got too many goals. I got too much shit on my mind. Yeah. I can't like.
I feel like once you're more comfortable with where you're at, that's when you have a lot of fun. Because I haven't really like gotten to the point where I like, I'm saying
want to fully let loose
at all. I think in college, because it's like I don't know.
To be honest, though, this is a good place to like.
Yeah, this is a good
to keep you focused because there isn't that much going on. It's not like there's functions.
No, there's still a lot going on, mind you. This is Springfield, but you have like Amherst probably over there. But like I'm just like more like, I gotta do this and this before I do that. Yeah, I think people get like caught up about having too much freedom, so they just fully like let loose. Yeah, in my household, like my mom had work. So she goes to work. She said, "You better not leave the house a mess, or do crazy shit behind my back." So it's like I always have that in the back of my mind. Oh, if I do some crazy shit.
This is I'm fun. So they're gonna, yo, my mom's not.
No. It's not even that. It's like on terms of like, I'm paying for college. So if someone gets in trouble, it's like that it could. If I'm part of it, it's like I don't know.
I completely understand what you're saying.
It's like a lot of stuff can go downhill really, really fast.
I also think like playing a sport like helps keep you grounded.
Yeah,
because really like doing things that would be traditional and like let in loose college experience are like actively like detrimental.
Well, yeah, because I mean this actually happened to me freshman year. I remember because we were roomed beside the main baseball party. Basically, it was a room. And I remember me and James would go to bed.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was. Me and James, my freshman roommate.
Shout out first and last name.
Everyone here already probably fucking knows it. So we.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
So we would be getting ready to go for 6 a.m. lift and like going to bed, and then I'd hear them in the hallway. I remember one time I came out and was in the hallway with some vodka or something. She was like, "Yo, come party with us. It's gonna be so fun." Like whatever. And I talked to her in the hallway for like 15 minutes, and in my head I'm going like, I could party with them. It'd be fun. And then I start thinking about what it's going to look like. 6 a.m. lift, doing a bunch of stuff. Should I do this with Coach Hack just breathing down my neck the whole time? Like, it's just all of these barriers is like, it's not worth it. It becomes so not worth it.
Especially as a freshman too, like you have the most to prove, you have the most development to do. Like, it helps keep you on the track because like you said, like you're committed to your process and your growth. And like me as a freshman, like I was in a very similar position and I was super like consumed by the process and the path that I was going down and making progress and stacking days that I didn't want to let. Like I definitely had opportunities where I had fun when I could and when it made sense. But I definitely didn't go overboard because like I had goals to achieve. And I had stuff that I wanted to do that was far more important and would give me much more fulfillment than a short term.
Long term fulfillment is where
Yeah.
I look at it.
Yeah.
All I'd say, I also don't think I got consumed by it either, to be honest.
Well, you were also on some like crazy shit, bro. Like beginning of freshman year, bro. Chris like did not eat at the dining hall one time. Made all his own food. Was fasting for 18 hours a day. Because also like,
I went crazy, dude.
But
I was pushing it to the limit.
Chris
I was
was
fasting 18 hours a day, and so like keep in mind, I ate at 6 o'clock the day before, and I was doing college basketball level practices.
So that's already. So you're already like trained,
deprived, and just.
he would only eat after practice. He'd eat once a day after
Dude,
practice.
by the way, those
It
meals.
takes a certain amount of self control to do
those
that. So
those meals were unfucking believable. It was 2,000 calories in one sitting. I buy grass fed steak, grass fed
Burned so much
eggs.
money, bro.
Dude, I burned a lot of money, but those meals were legitimately euphoric because of how long and the pain to get to those meals.
But you were also like you were also like consumed with the fitness journey for a large part of the large part of the season too. First year I'm gonna die, but also like I mean, you also like had something to prove. You also like had like athletic goals as well, and were motivated by that to not do as much stupid shit.
I also just don't. I got it out of my system. High school, when talking about getting consumed by that whole thing, I got it out of my system so early.
I think that's where it starts because at my high school, obviously we're a Catholic school. Everything's good while in school, but if you get outside of schools, there's so many people doing crazy shit that you wouldn't expect to be doing because of how like everyone has a uniform. So you're just seeing like one side of a person. Then you go to a party, see how they really act. It just makes you think like, oh, this is really a bad path to go down on, and it's like addictive because you have friends calling you every weekend, let's go do this, but you're focused on one thing. And senior year, it's like I had a lot of D3 like looks, but like only like probably like 3 coaches really like wanted me to their program. So it's like it's still not. I didn't really have like a school I would could fall back on, you know. So I was like, I got to stay just in the gym after school, just shooting by myself. Sometimes just being on the gun, doing post moves and all that. I think it helped in the long run too. It was also that junior summer that I was like, oh, I want to play college basketball. So it's like I just got to go for it. You know?
Yeah, bro. I think that being an athlete in college has so many benefits. Like other than just like obviously playing basketball. Basketball is fun.
Yeah,
like that's like bottom line.
Sometimes.
Theoretically.
It's fun to win. Yeah, say that.
But there's so many like other things like the discipline.
Yeah.
Like
there's so many things that goes into trying to be a good basketball player.
And those are the things that help you become the man that will be successful in the real world and in life.
Yeah. I feel like basketball teaches you so much just like every day. Like it takes a certain amount of you have to be disciplined if you want to actually go somewhere with basketball.
Yeah.
And a lot of people aren't really disciplined, or
they say they're disciplined, but
they
don't act it out.
But their actions show something else. So.
Yeah. So I think being like an athlete, like but also like let's just say you come in and you're not super disciplined.
Yeah.
But you got
it could teach you how to.
But but you're in a position battle with Sam.
Yeah.
And with Adam. And with guys who are like trained, but B super disciplined.
Exactly.
And so you know that if you want to be able to compete in that battle every day and practice and have an opportunity to earn minutes on the floor, like you gotta at least pick up your floor and match them in what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, like you're gonna rot. And so I think that aspect of it is big too. I actually think it's the guys who like come in right away and like are playing a lot and like don't really have to alter their type of lifestyle or kind of like commit to that process that are the ones that get caught up in all the like talk about like a Johnny Manziel. Obviously there's no Division III Johnny Manziel type of comparison. But I mean, the metaphor would be someone who's supernaturally talented that doesn't need to.
If you have a lot of people in your ear,
That you're the best.
telling dreams,
You know what I'm
stuff.
saying?
I
Yeah.
can think of someone. He goes here actually.
We're not talking
You have
about
to cut
that.
it out.
No, we're not talking about that.
Okay. Yeah.
Not even close. Not even.
It's the D3 equivalent of Danny. They have a watered down Johnny Manziel.
Not even close.
You don't think so?
No, not even close. Have you watched the Johnny Manziel documentary?
Yeah. Well,
He was on some
I watched
wi-
pieces
he
of
was
it.
on
He was
some
going
wide-
ballistic. He literally says in an interview, the harder I partied, the better I played.
And that's like such a slippery slope because eventually you get across a point of no return. But yeah, so the metaphor I was saying is like you got the guys who they got it right away. There's no grinding process. There's no delayed gratification in their journey, and so they got it right away. Everything comes to them super easily, and then it's like, well, why do I need to practice if I'm going out and dropping 20 and like I'm doing it hungover or whatever? And then you end up building these habits, and you, like you said, you cross that point of no return, and then that's when shit gets serious. I think like you look at all the guys who had to earn it and had to maybe even have a way shorter peak, but have earned every step of the way and didn't come into it with like experiencing success right away. And you look at the people that they become, like those are the people that you want in your corner. Those are the people that are going to be successful in life.
Do you have examples?
Like Adam.
Okay.
Like Adam. Like Lawton when he comes back.
Do you have an example of someone who is already panned out? Because you say that these people come in, they don't play, but then you've seen their trajectory after basketball.
Oscar. Guy like Oscar was an engineer at our freshman year. He was a much older freshman. He completed university and then came back to America to play basketball. He's from Germany. He's a German engineer. And then after he decided he wanted to play basketball, he restarted over as a freshman. Didn't play at all. 24-year-old freshman. Didn't play at all.
He was unreal, though. He was
And
stupid athletic.
and then after Madai, second year he ended up starting. Then he transferred. He was an all-conference guy. Now he's playing professional basketball. And he's a mensch. He's an amazing person. And he went through exactly what we're talking about. Were you looking for me to say myself?
No.
I thought that's
I
where
was
you
just
were
looking for tangible examples.
Oscar. Trying to think of other guys who didn't have success right away, and then like kind of where they are now. Yeah, like Adam too. Like Adam didn't play at all freshman year. Sophomore year was injured. Last year was up and down. And I mean, Adam's a dog, and he's like been super crucial in a lot of our games. But I'm saying
Adam
like
is that guy who just does everything right.
yeah,
It's like textbook.
It's hard to beat that.
yeah,
He's just never going to miss.
It really is.
yeah.
He'll just go and just execute it. You know he's gonna execute it. So
Yeah. I think I look at myself in some regards as that as well. Like started off not playing at all, not playing a lick, played only in garbage time sophomore year. And then, I mean, started a couple games last year, had some big moments. And I mean, I'm started half the games this year and obviously have a lot more work to do. But it's more of like the person you become from going through that process with the delayed gratification rewards so much more fruit than having that like high peak right away and then I guess
Hosting?
not knowing how to live with delayed gratification and grind without having something tangible as immediate feedback. I think it's super powerful. Yeah, shout out
Let me actually ask a
HG.
question too. I just thought about this as you were yapping. Have you ever actually been tempted by
Or-
both? I'll ask for examples for both of you. From that sort of dangerous little Johnny Manziel thing over here.
Nope.
At no point in your life
no
you've been
point.
tempted. That's what I mean when you say does he have a dark side or a
Dude, the only thing I ever
Indulgent?
the only thing I ever wanted to do was play basketball. Like my dream was to play college basketball. I wrote in my 8th grade yearbook, like where will you be in 5 years? I will be playing at an American college basketball team. I wrote that in my 8th grade yearbook as like as a part of whatever that segment was. Like that's the only thing I wanted to do. I've been consumed by wanting to play college basketball and be a part of this since I can remember.
yeah.
And then once I got here, it's like all I want to do is just contribute and just be in a position where I have skin in the game and I can, when the team wins, like I can, that reflects positively on me and I can be like, I was a part of that. And obviously you're part, like 1 through 16 play or don't play, you're a part of it. But I mean, full transparency, like I've been in both things and it's different when you hit a big three or you have big moments in the game and you feel like this extra sense of accomplishment, especially coming from a position where you weren't involved and weren't winning, and now winning and involved, like that's the best feeling in the world. That's the only thing I wanted. So I've been consumed by that since I can remember. So no, like the desire to to A, play college basketball, but B, like play college basketball and like be involved and have that experience outweighed or just trumped any potential distraction or inkling of getting involved in something that would take me off of that path.
For me, I think I outgrew that in high school. There was obviously
You did indulge.
indulge. What you mean indulge in that type of lifestyle?
Yeah, that sort of that partying, just
Maybe a little more than you should.
just a little hedonism. Just let the brakes off.
I guess so. I think my point, where it kind of started, I was just really outside a lot instead of just going home after games or whatever. I think this was junior year, obviously. So obviously our team's like doing good, but like say our team just completely just won a home game. Everybody's feeling good. They're all like, "Oh, let's go get food." So instead of me knowing, I gotta just go home. I guess it's a Friday, but I'm like, I gotta go home. Just sleep it off. Obviously, your friends are trying to hang out or whatever. I think I just got caught up in just following where everybody was going. Mm-hmm. I think that's where it really, really starts. But I got it controlled down. I always had like self-control, and obviously my mom doesn't like me obviously going outside, coming home late. Yeah. She already saw like, oh, you have goals, you got to stay focused. You have a lot of friends who are probably in your ear, and all your friends in high school, all your friends aren't going to be your friends for your whole life.
That's a fact too.
Because people really like outgrow each other. There's a point where like you'll just like. Your friends aren't going to really tell you, like, oh, you're doing this wrong. Real friends will always hold each other accountable. They're always, like, real with your habits. If you have bad habits, they're going to be like, hey, yo, cut it out. I didn't really have friends that would, like, tell me, like, this is it. And they all had also bad habits. So if you have that in your circle, or if a rotten apple is next to a completely, like, non-rotten apple, it's gonna get contaminated. So, I had to just cut my circle really, really small and just like really focus, put these things aside until I reached this certain thing. Because at the time, I wasn't really like being heavily recruited because I didn't even have a Twitter page up until my junior year.
I didn't have a Twitter page, period.
Yeah, but a lot of people, I mean.
So I was really just behind. I was really just behind, So I was like, yeah, this is where it has to take off, And yeah, I had a good senior year, made all-star team. I was really like up on the boards and everything. I know at the end of my senior year, a lot of colleges really want me.
Yeah, what schools were you hearing from?
I was hearing from Dartmouth. I had Wheaton College, obviously.
UMass Dartmouth or Dartmouth Ivy?
Huh?
Like Ivy League Dartmouth or
UMass Dartmouth? They're all D3s. So I had Wheaton College, a couple looks from Worcester, and Dean College, all those colleges around this area. And it was just, I was talking to the coach, and I was like surprised that they actually wanted to hear from me after not hearing for so long. I think that's kind of why I was caught up in that culture, because it's also like you're working hard, you're doing that, but it's also the unknown. Like you don't know if you're going to like have this, so you might as well have fun while you're in it. So I think I just had people who were also in that circle too, who also felt the same, but they didn't want to say it. I think that's why. I think just going out in general, my opinion, it's a waste of time because you don't know the reason why people are going out. Maybe things aren't going good as well because nobody really, like, everybody's there is just not going out to have fun. Some people are just trying to get distracted from something. Yeah. That's where I look at it most now. So it really just opened up my eyes, like, you only have fun after you get this thing done first, and then it feels much better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What made you want to come to Elms? Like, I mean, those schools that you named are definitely some solid programs.
Yeah.
What Elms was attractive to you?
What made me attracted to come to Elms was, like, obviously, when I was talking to Coach Bish, I was like, this school's really, really small. I don't think it's, like, I'm used to just, like, being in the city, there's not really that, like, city vibe to Chicopee. I didn't even know what Chicopee was. I've never been part of, like, this part of Massachusetts.
Sounds like a part of a Chipotle bowl.
Literally.
I'm making some brown chickapeas, bro.
So I was just like, I don't know. After having a conversation with Coach Pish and after coming here and touring, I seen it as a place of like, oh, I could actually focus here and not have so many people in my ear and so many distractions. Because I know a lot of people at those colleges, and obviously if like you're going around people that you already know, it's like those old habits could probably come back, So it's like you just got to get away from it.
Very mature. I think Elm's kind of like a metaphorical, like a monastery. It's like a good.
I knew that's where that sentence was going.
it's a good place. Have I said that before?
Well, it's ironic that in the bottom of this current building there is a literal painting from monks who came here to do that as well.
But I think like the school is in like a little bit of a secluded area, and
It's Catholic.
I mean I don't know if that has much to do with it. I think it's a monastery. Like that's not
It's religious.
Yeah, it's really okay. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it's just a place where you can go and be focused. Like all there really is, like, and it's a good mix. Like there's some good place to eat around here. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of really high quality people at the school that care about you, both faculty, staff, coaches.
Yo, that's one thing too. I was like, yo, everybody here is so nice.
Yeah.
Because like if you're around just like a lot of people, you don't really feel that genuine.
It becomes
like,
indifferent. They
it's
see
like
you as another body.
I was like, yo, why is everybody so?
Yeah, so there's a lot of good quality people, but it's also like there's not a ton of functions. There's not a ton of stuff going on. Like the people, like there's a little bit of like strict, I guess, policy in the res. Like we would like be drinking and stuff in the dorms, like have like parties in the dorms. The dorm rooms were a little bit bigger, but like there was no RA coming and knocking on the door. There was no like
RAs were partying with us.
Yeah, like there was very little rules, and so there's more like structure at this school, which I think adds to the, I guess, the monastery. I was like, there's not that a ton to do. There's not a ton of social scene. There's not a ton of distractions, and so you, especially for a student athlete, or I mean, like I know all like this library is packed with people in the strenuous nursing program or business program or whatever it may be, and like you get your stuff done, you get your classes done, you get your extracurriculars done, whether it's basketball, whether you're a part of a club. A lot of the clubs are taking off this year. The business club's been doing some cool things. We had a bunch of events for SAC, or there's a bunch of different other things, and it's really like a focused place. And that's one of the reasons why I think that this place has been so awesome for me, and that I would like definitely recommend it. Yeah. Like I know I talked to you when you were coming here and on the phone. I talked to all of the freshmen, and like what I said was like genuine. It wasn't like a recruiting type of
calm sales pitch,
but it wasn't even like a sales pitch. Because I genuinely feel that way about this place. Like,
you could tell like Max was really excited about having you guys coming into the program who were like actually committed. That's bro. I really felt that too. I'm not gonna lie.
He was just sick of hanging out with Sam. Like, you need to come here. You need to beat him in ones, and then we can hang out, and I can never talk to him ever again.
No, I fuck with Sam heavy.
No, I'm with Sam.
Bro, it's just, I mean, a lot of times in my career, like I'm a very high care person. Like I mean, and I wear that on my sleeve. Like everyone, you can tell, like I give a fuck. Like I really care. And a lot of times I've been on teams where is that glaze or is that just self-awareness? I don't know. It's not necessarily a good thing.
What, that you care too much?
To just like care so much.
Yeah.
Could you explain an example when it would be a bad thing?
To care so much. If it becomes obsessive. I guess.
You want something so badly that
if he becomes excessive, have you been around him ever?
Like you want something so badly that you push it away, type of thing. But like I feel like I've always wanted to be a part of like a program where that's like respected. That's like the best feeling in the world is like you walk into a gym and the other team is like, damn, we got to play Elms today. Yeah. Or in high school, like, damn, we got to play AOA today. Like that. That's the best feeling in the world. Like you're coming in like a soldier, like a unit. And I felt like I was a lot of times in my career, like I cared the most. Yeah. And that's a frustrating position to be in as a player. But like Coach Pish, like he cares so much, and that's so evident in the passion that he carries with him in practice, in the games. And a lot of other guys on the team too, like you can tell, like a DJ or like JC. Goff, like JC plays with so much passion. Like guys really care.
Anything.
Yeah, like guys really care about what we're building here. And this, I would say, like there has been like pieces of that in the past, and even in high school, like I wish a lot of people like cared more. We would have been so much. Like I played for a good high school. Like we were good, and we sent a bunch of people to play in college. But I felt like I also like I cared way more than my peers. And here I feel like there are more people that would that care and that want to put in work and want to get better and want to be focused and want to embrace the college and the environment that we're in. And like, yeah, we don't go to the most flashy school or the highest academic institution or the school with the most.
College is 4 years.
Yeah,
get your degree.
Or the school with the most amenities.
Yeah.
But the people in our circle now like want to represent the college and our logo with pride. And this year I think is like that's why we've really hit a turning point and have seen a ton of success.
I'm really glad to be part of that change too.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have tweaked if you played for a nonchalant coach?
I played for a nonchalant coach in high school.
There's actually nonchalant coaches?
Are you asking, is there nonchalant coaches?
My high school coach is pretty nonchalant. and I love him, and I wouldn't be the person and in the place I am today without him. But like sometimes I would like long for him to show more passion, or him to be a little bit harder on us, or him to hold us more accountable. And
Well, you got that first year of college.
yeah, definitely.
Dude, our Madai coach cared more than any other coach in all of D3 basketball, and I think
Maybe
I can say
combined.
that.
Maybe combined.
There's
dude.
one other coach I've ever met that maybe rivals it, and it's the Trinity coach. And if those two got into a room together, one of them is
dying,
leaving.
yeah,
one of them is
dying.
leaving. The other one is dead on the floor. Like if one was assistant
There's
coach,
too much passion, and there's for there to be more than one person.
too
in that
much
room.
passion and not enough hands. Like there would just it would be over.
Yeah. So I think I don't even know where I went on a crazy rant over there. I don't even know what.
Just throw out some Elms love.
Elms
Yeah.
love.
Are you happy with the decision that you made?
Yeah, of
I feel like
course,
okay.
I'm
Here's the
happy.
thing: if you ask that question and he says no, like he's on a podcast, he can't say no right now. That's an impossible question.
I
guess.
mean, I'm
Nah,
real-
fuck this place. You can't. That's not
I'm big
possible.
on being real. Like, obviously, there's nothing wrong with Ohms. It's just there's nothing really to do, but
Yeah.
that's good because, like, obviously, I'm not late on any schoolwork behind or anything. Obviously, I'm injured right now, so I can't put myself on the basketball court. Honestly, no, I have no regrets with Ohms. It's really been chill. I found a couple of people I like here, so I'm settled.
That's what it's about, bro.
It's just like, and also like, I just keep thinking like, if I was to go to like a bigger school or just choose not to play basketball, I feel like I'll just, if
Get
I'm not
degenerate.
playing basketball, it's also like, like you spend your whole life just doing one thing. So like you'll just go explore trying to fit in with different. I just didn't think I want to get caught up in that. So I was just like, if I'm focused, I have a degree I'm majoring in graphic design. Like just if I get that degree and just play basketball too, I'm just being disciplined. It takes a lot of discipline.
It's a calm little life. Talk about graphic design a little bit.
Graphic design.
I see you in there when I'm editing the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll because
Check the time real quick.
it's 5:12. I'll be in there like listening to the podcast because my headphones broke, so I have to listen to it like basically full blast while I'm in there. And he's just like listening to you talk, and sometimes I'll pause it and he'll be like, "Yo, what is he talking about, bro?"
Remember there was that one thing he said.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
It might have been the Jack thing. I don't even know. But
Was it last week?
no, this
Nah, it
is
was-
like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. But yeah, he heard that and he was like, "Yo, what is this podcast even about, bro?"
You guys were just going on something very interesting.
I think it actually might have been.
I'm gonna
It was
pause my
Nietzsche.
work
It was
and
Nietzsche. It was the morals and that thing.
Bro, you used to be talking about random stuff, bro. They got to make podcast equipment more expensive, man.
So okay, this really wasn't all that expensive in the grand scheme of things.
Yo, can you believe we've been doing this for 120 episodes, bro? This is year 4.
Yeah, you know what I might do
So
actually? I
4
thought of it
seasons?
today.
Is there 4 seasons?
This is
Basically,
one season.
Yeah, it's
one season, one long ass season.
long
One
season.
season.
You guys
Yeah,
gotta make it
bro.
into seasons.
And there's never gonna be a finale.
One
ever.
season of a yap, bro.
No, I think I was gonna go back and I was gonna go and look at all the episodes and just like grade them and see if I could find all the funny moments and just dump it into one big ass compilation and then post it.
That'd be dope for you for New Year's.
Yeah, it'd be so fun.
That'd be
I wanted to do that for the first year, but I remember got to the end of the year and things happened and it was just like no way that was gonna happen. But
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. You know we're in top 25% of all podcasts on Spotify Rap.
For real? You dead ass.
There's
Yeah.
4 million podcasts, meaning we're in the top million. Hell yeah.
we up there.
That's good.
Bro, there's a stat like 95% of podcasts like stop after 10 episodes or something like that.
95% of podcasts don't make it to episode 20, and out of the podcasts that make it to episode 20, 95% of that 5% don't make it to episode 50.
This shows y'all being consistent.
It's just
Bro, we also were posting on social media on Instagram for like so long, for TikTok for so long. And we have had our first year, like we had some pretty instant success. Like we had a couple TikToks hit over 1 million. We got like 4,000 or 5,000 followers. And then it kind of like, we stopped being as consistent because exams, because of basketball season, because we live in different places in Canada, so we couldn't record. And
school
then
shuts down.
School shuts down, whatever. And so then honestly, the first like reel that broke like 20,000 views was from the last podcast. There was probably like a year in between, like
Talking about TikTok?
TikTok or like even Instagram reel. I mean, we've had some Instagram reels that have been good before, but yeah, like the last reel probably hit like
In terms
20.
of consistent monthly views, the last month we've had recently, we went from like 10,000 views roughly on Instagram to 35,000.
Yeah.
So like just because we've been posting consistently.
I think a big part of that consistency, like how you do anything is how you do everything. Like it's a muscle, right? And through being a student athlete, through playing basketball,
just become secondhand if you just
just
do it.
exactly. And I think that's gonna be super it's gonna pay dividends in real life. And I'm gonna let you know if that's true. And
Literal, not even metaphorical dividends, literal dividends.
hopefully. Yeah, bro. You got anything? Any other questions?
I mean, I was also going to go into I was going to ask you, did you grow up around anyone who had stayed on that partying Johnny Manziel path kind of thing? Because I think the reason that I didn't do it, because by the way, I was surrounded by it. I was in the core.
We can't say Johnny Manziel because he also played sports. It's Sammy Cacciatore path.
No. When I say Johnny Manziel, I mean like the partying, just anything hedonistic, where it's just like, let's just go get messed up, let's go have fun, let's forget about tomorrow's
But
problems.
it's different because Johnny Manziel was always told like you're the next big thing,
So screw the Johnny Manziel metaphor. Let him leave
Also
that.
in high school, I mean, if you're like
the Wolf of Wall Street type thing.
yeah, but I don't know.
Because the temptation's always there, but I grew up around people who I got to see how that panned out when they were 40, 50, 60.
Shout out Pow Pow.
Obviously, I don't know anyone who's doing that type of stuff. Like for their 30s. Hope pray I don't.
Oh, you'll meet them.
Yeah, but it's in high school. Obviously, you'll have like people that you looked up to until you were like in the same rooms with them, and the stuff they did at like parties. I mean, it's obviously not like bad to just like they have their own life. You know, I'm not going to tell something what not to do because at the end of the day, I'm really just focused on getting like the things I'm doing if I'm in self control. But like if you just like see the trajectory they're going in. And once senior year came, you see them like stressed. They don't know what they want to do, and all this. And your parents spent all this money for you to go to school and everything. It hits different. It's like that could be me if I didn't focus. You know, I think that's what just kept me grounded. I just saw it like I'm really like self-aware of like my surroundings. I'm not always like. I'm always like in control and aware of the people I'm hanging around, what I'm doing, how it could affect my future. So I'm always thinking. And also just seeing how it just made me more cautious to not do stupid stuff. Like temporary fun is always not the best fun. You know, just be responsible.
I got a question, bro.
For me?
No, we should have asked this much earlier, bro. Talk about that time when you slept through the team meeting
The time I slept through that meeting.
at the beginning of the year.
What was going on? Oh, it was actually like on Sports U, right?
Because I feel like you, out of anybody, have matured from my perspective, as obviously don't know what's going on inside of your head, but from seeing how you are moving and acting from the beginning of the year to now, I feel like you're one of the people that have like matured the quickest.
Yeah.
But there were some times you did some fucking freshman ass shit at the beginning of the year.
Obviously, beginning of the year, coach had like a team meeting, right?
Yeah.
And also,
In-person meeting.
Yep.
In-person meeting. And I didn't get a notification on my Sports U thingy. And at the time, I'm rooming with Jamie. So Jamie's not in the room either. And when, like, I slept through the team meeting and I seen Jamie there, because me and Jamie are roommates, so it's like, damn. So my roommate made it to the meeting.
So was he not in the room when you fell asleep?
He wasn't in the room with me. I think he was, like, doing schoolwork or something. And then you go there, you're like, my roommate made it to the meeting, and I'm not in the meeting, and I'm late. So it just looks bad on me, you know? It just showed that I think it showed coach that I didn't care. When I'm the person that probably cares, but I don't like show emotion that I care. I'm more like just like on impact, you know, because you could show a lot of things and like have like zero impact, and I don't think that's like. I mean, but like the loudest person isn't always the
Most productive.
the one who's productive, you know. So I was just like, man, I just gotta like. Really like show coach that I really care.
So you saw there was no notification. You're like, yeah, I'm taking a fat nap.
No. I think I slept before that, but I didn't know there was a team. It was like the whole thing that was going on. I think I just wasn't focused at that time.
I think that was like a little bit of a wake up call for you.
Yeah, it was really a wake up call that you really have to check your phone because coach like there's no really contact with. You can't text, but like
You can text
He's
him.
not. I know, but. He's not gonna like text a whole group chat.
Yeah, we don't have a team group chat.
He'll mainly just text you on like Sports U and the app.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Sports U is an app that he just like makes and posts.
Sports U is like a Coach Amber Alert.
Yeah. So at the time, my Sports U like thing, it didn't notify me if Coach said an Amber Alert or nothing. So that day I just thought, oh, there's no team meeting. And
So if you get a Sports U message, is it a good or a bad thing or a neutral
Heart drop
thing?
instantly.
So it's not good. You don't want to see
No,
anything in Sports U.
no. It can be.
I mean, it just means
It's just he
there's an
texted you
alert.
personally.
Oh, okay.
So it's. I don't. My phone's recording. Pretty much. It's like anything. It's practice change. Okay. It's what do you want for team meal.
Yeah,
it's,
team meal.
It's we have film after practice today.
Yeah.
It's make sure you guys get there early. We have film before.
Because I was assuming it was like what we had last or first freshman year, where it was like they made a separate group chat with all of us and they threw something in there, and you knew what was ever behind that group chat was going to be a shit show because it was
No,
like
it's not that. No, it's like, but it pops up as like Coach Pish like message, and it's like he sends it to the whole team, and we can like comment, but we can't send messages back. It's like Amber Alert.
okay.
But it's important. It's as if he's texting you personally.
It's
Like
as if
whatever
he's
it is,
texting
it's never like.
So it just
Yeah, what do you want for
made me,
lunch?
Like, yeah.
I mean, it is that, but they have to put in the order, otherwise you're not going to get food.
Yeah. So that whole thing just made me be like, that I actually have to check my phone consistently because I'm also a D&D demon. Like,
Nah.
it's like my phone's always on do not disturb.
You think you're a
Yo.
D&D demon, bro?
No, he's more, bro. This is Nonchalant Don, bro. That's a better nickname.
Yo,
That's a better
yo.
nickname than ISO D. Nonchalant Don.
I'm putting that as a thing. Whatever we have as the title, and then it's going to be dash nonchalant Don.
That's a way better nickname. No, he's a bigger D&D demon. Bro, I've
think
called
so?
him. Like probably 100 times because we gotta all be in before practice at some point, and maybe he'll be in the locker room, or when he's hurt, he's in the AT room or whatever, and yeah, bro. Or it's a
picked up
fucking. Or I called him like 100 times for the team meeting thing.
How many times has he picked up?
0.
Zero, come on.
Nah, he
man.
picked up a couple times. Like, bro, I'm on my way. I called him before the bus on Saturday, and I'm like, it was like 10 a.m. We're leaving 10:10 or whatever.
But the thing is, as he's calling me, I'm literally be like, yo, I'm literally right here. It's like, but like, you know.
I got it, bro.
It's a deadly combo.
I think
nonchalant demon with neurotic times 100.
Yeah, I think how I'm also growing is like I'm just more like I'm also just like learning to just like talk, communicate more, and like my
more
habits.
vocal, yeah.
I'm really like, if you know me as a person, I might be tall, 6'5", this and this, but like I'm really shy. Like
You're introverted.
Yeah, I'm really really introverted. But if I get
You should
like,
say that, but you can't because you're extroverted.
but like if I get like comfortable around, because college is like all new to you, you're just meeting new people. But if I'm comfortable and I know how I'm just like I'm really really talkative. I could be goofy too. So
Bro, my freshman year was deer in the headlights. I can relate to that. As a fellow introvert who walked into probably the most chaotic possible basketball team in all of college basketball, that was deer in headlights.
Yeah, I think you should you're just whenever you get into a new environment, you got to put walls up because like you don't know what can hurt you. You don't know who
yeah,
you
you
can
don't
trust.
know really. Yeah,
So you got to put walls up, and eventually, like now, I think we have probably the closest team that I've ever been on. Honestly, like even closer because we had some movement in high school too because we recruited, so guys graduated, new guys came, and even though like this is a team of half new guys. I think like there's no beef on the team at all. There's like everyone's a brother. Like we got a pretty good
with your
brotherhood.
teammates is like
Crazy, bro.
Crazy. That's insane. Why would you beef with your own?
That was commonplace for the last 3 years that I've seen.
Really but like how did those beefs like
It's
over
just-
what?
Playing time.
Jealousy, like I think I'm better than you, so I should be playing over you, or I'm doing more than. It's just like it's a lot of
At the end
people
the
not
day,
work.
Who are you mad at though?
But it's a
can't
lot
be
of-
mad at your team if we're just simply.
It's a
playing
lot of
bad.
people not focused on their own path.
Yeah.
A lot of people who are comparing themselves to others, whether it's on other teams where they know they got to beat out to get all conference, or on this team to get playing time, or whatever it is. And I feel like this year, like we have the least. I guess.
Egotistical.
Yeah, I don't want because there is
Yeah, I also
competition.
think, like,
like
a
there is
lot of-
competition. Like guys are competing for spots, and that's like a given. But there's no animosity in that competition
Yeah.
type thing. Like I want to see guys who are
on.
in my position do well.
My question is, did those beefs like just start early on during the season and just
They were set before we got here, a lot of them.
Yeah,
I think I think those beefs. I think generally I come from like a rough place too. Like especially like basketball. It's like in Lynn, it's like super competitive. Everybody apparently wears like the number 5 because like Terrence.
Well, there was some shit about that too, with
Yeah.
the numbers and everything.
Because like in Boston, there's a whole thing like Terrence Clark wore 5 and he died. So now like AJ, he's from like the Brockton area, so he also wears 5. So everyone just wants to be like that guy the next. So and 5 is that number that everyone. So it's all like people would literally beef over stuff like that. Also, like I think it's like, and if you have that type of like, it's like basically it's like where you come from, the environment that you grew up in, you kind of pick up those habits. And I think a lot of the guys that probably came to Elms prior were from environments like that. So
maybe, but it's also like we had when you have a losing culture and you're recruiting a lot of new guys every year, there's not a lot of continuity. It's like, I'm going to go to Elms because I'm going to play.
Yeah.
Because they're 5-20 and there's opportunity for me to play. And so you got all these different guys coming from different places who all want to play.
It's not
And
that they want to play. They're expecting to
they're
play.
expecting to play.
They were already, their mind was already dead set.
Yeah, like, I'm going to come here. Everyone here sucks. I'm going to average 20, and they're just going to give me the ball, and I'm going to just put 40 shots.
Oh, that's not
And
how it works.
it's not, bro. It's not, bro.
There's only one basketball.
We've had guys transfer here, try out, and get cut, and they were like 20-point per game scorers in JUCO, or like one guy was like the national 3-point percentage leader. You come to and like you don't make a ton of shots, and it's like it's tough. It's a completely different level than a lot of JUCOs in the area or basketball in other places. Like Division III basketball is competitive, and even if the team is 5-20, like 5-20 teams have talent wise just as good as plus 500 teams. It's just the culture and the way they do things and how they stack days that is the difference. Like when coach says like a lot of the teams like that are not in the top 75, like below top 75, from like 75 to like 200 are all the same. They're all the same. They all have good players. They all have good athletes, and it's who focuses on how they do it and puts it all together and like metaphorically finds it that are the ones that end up being plus 500 as opposed to 5-20.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we can wrap it up. We got one more question is what's one piece of advice you'd give to your younger self? We talked a little bit about that already.
One piece of advice I would give to my younger self is probably to just like know your worth. A lot of people will try to like probably just downplay you because they don't know what you're worth, but obviously know your worth and just bet on yourself. Only you know the work that you put in when no one was watching. So judge your work based on that and be confident because of that. Because not a lot of people work when it's like no one's watching and just like they have to have someone constantly just behind their back and telling them. But if you're already doing that, that shows already that you have a lot of self-control. So just know your worth and just be confident. I'll tell my younger self.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on today, bro. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Appreciate it.
Well, she did.